Oh, where is it?
Is the Lion King whatever thing like official?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
officially the.
Yeah. Oh God.
So I made a 30-minute diatribe against this the 2019 the 2019 Lion King because that thing offended me. It offended my time. It offended my being. I love the Lion King. Like,
I remember going to the theater to watch it, and I really liked the music. I liked the music. I mean, I liked the original's music, but I also liked this music as well. Um, that was all really that I liked about the movie.
it's like and even in music wise, I like the accompanying album like that Beyonce did
Yes,
for it.
exactly. Yeah, it
That's
was
what I
good. It was
like.
good. Yes.
But Beyonce could have just made that album without having being attached to this bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, but like, that's the only thing. The songs that they remade for the movie and the one original, the fucking Spirit song, like, they were just eh. I really did not like "Can You Feel the Love Tonight" from Childish Gambino and Beyonce. I'm like, no, I don't care. It's not even at night. They couldn't even get night right. Oh, like it was still bright and sunny. Like what the fuck? You couldn't get night? Like, oh my god. Oh.
So from what I've seen on Twitter, people were complaining about this because something with the backstory they changed or they retconned.
Yeah, the original backstory from the Lion Guard, if you watched or remember that
No,
show.
not at all. No, never seen it.
I don't know anything about it because I only watched the one. I reviewed like one episode when it first came out. The first episode when it first came out, and I was like, "This ain't for me. It ain't for my It ain't for me. It's for the younger kids. They can have it. That's for them. It ain't my thing." But they apparently did a bunch of shit that changed up the entire continuity. Like Simba had a son, even though Lion King 2 said he just had a daughter. And they find a way to make that make sense in the show by saying, "Oh yeah, Simba just sent the son off somewhere, like, and he just didn't come back during all that stuff." I'm like, huh? Well, I'm like, okay, but whatever. Like at the end of the day, I don't look at Lion King for lore. You didn't exactly need a Lion King 2. You could have just got by on the first one. But they spun the block again and gave us a pretty damn good sequel. I really like Lion King 2. It's really good. But
I thought it was good. I mean, when I watched it when I was whatever 6 or 7, I thought it was alright. So
funny, I think I watched it when I was like 6 or 7. But like, it's a good. Lion King is a masterpiece to me. It's so amazing. I recently watched it. I recently watched the 30th anniversary they did for it in theaters. Man, it really is a movie that needs to be seen in theaters. If ever you find out it's in a theater near you, go see it. Go see that movie because damn, is it good. It's so good on the big screen. Like the sense of scale, the epicness of everything, it's just amazing. The wildebeest scene is so fucking good. The opening, like actually, like it hits you, like it's supposed to, and it's like, that's what I loved about it. And then we get to this fucking dirty fart called the 2019 fucking Lion King. Like it shits on everything the original stood for, man. Everything. Like the grand epic scale is gone. Like the singing is so lackluster. The colors, there's no color. Everything is so muted. And it's so crazy because it's like, okay, you're supposed to be displaying the African savannah, right? Why does it look so dusty and dirty? Like
you can. It doesn't have to be like hyper realistic. You can color grade to make it a lot more vibrant. I don't.
And the thing
you know.
is, all of it's computer generated. They didn't go to Africa to film it. None of, like, they have one shot, I think, that was actually real. And it was just the opening shot with the sun coming up. I'm like, so you manufactured the ugly?
Wait, so they didn't even like take the settings or anything? Like
No! They literally just computer generated the whole thing. They didn't go to Africa and film like any locations or anything like that. That's why it looks like that.
That's weird. I don't know why. Like if you do it like that, if you're not filming actually there, like in setting, then why does it look so dreary?
Like, I don't understand.
Like, why would you make it like look like that then?
Like, everyone kept pointing out, it's like, why does this look so dry? Like, there's no life here. And the thing is, if it was like this when, Star took over, that would make sense. But this is how the whole fucking movie looked. Like, the whole fucking movie looked like this, and it made no fucking sense. I'm like, you were Disney, goddammit! Like, you guys basically showcase what color can do on a moving body. And you just were so afraid of it in this fucking film. It's amazing to me. If you could tell, I fucking hate the 2019 Lion King. So to get a fucking prequel for Mufasa based on that damn movie, it's a question mark. It's the biggest fucking question mark I have to ask. Who wanted that? The first one, you got lucky that it got so much money. You did. It was pure dumbass luck that people were feeling that fucking nostalgic. But, my God, nothing should have told you. Nothing should be telling you to do a fucking prequel or sequel to that thing. Because everyone knows purely it was never meant to go farther than just a one-off remake. So to try,
so it's funny. I can add more with that because it's like my mother's favorite movie of all time is The Lion King, right? So when we went to go see this new one, she kind of just like was like whatever about it because it didn't have exactly the same feelings that like it gave her when she first saw it. Because and she explained it basically like how everybody else kind of complained about the movie, how like kind of that it was so realistic that it looked lifeless.
Talk to him. Mom better talk to him. Because that's what it is, man. They really wanted it to look like sort of like a nature documentary, and I get that, but it's like, why not just make a goddamn nature documentary? You have Disney nature. But like, it was. It's like there was no purpose to this. Like, if you're gonna computer generate all this, have fun with it. Stop trying to make computers just emulate real life. We have cameras. We'll just take pictures of real life if we really need that, okay? And we do that. That's how but to just decide, that's what I hate so much about CGI that tries to be overly realistic so much. It's like, why not just film it if you're going to make it that realistic anyway? I mean, in this case, you can't film it because lions and shit, and you're gonna get eaten, which begs the question, why fucking make this thing? You already had the original.
They're so afraid of making like an Air Bud.
Yeah, if they made like an Air Bud with this thing, it probably would have actually been entertaining at least. Like, nothing about this was entertaining. I really hated how they did the singing. Like, the actor / singer they got for it, like, honestly, it's not even his fault. It's not his fault, and it's not even, and I don't even blame him for the performance he gave, because everyone's performances was ass. Everyone's was ass. Childish Gambino's was ass. Like, Beyonce's was ass. Everyone was just pure, unadulterated ass. Except for, like, maybe, Timon. Yeah, Timon. Even James Earl Jones, he sounded so tired. he didn't sound like Simba's dad. He sounded like Simba's granddad, bro. Like, it's like that is not. Oh, like everything about this movie just pissed me off because it's like there was potential. There was a potential. You could have give us, like, you made this 30 minutes longer than the original, making a 2-hour fucking movie. Why didn't we get any Sarabi? Like, why didn't we see more of a bond between Simba and Sarabi? Why didn't we see more of a bond between Simba and the other lionesses? You know, like shoring up that they like him or something. Ugh. Like, there was that's what, it was the epitome of what I hate about these remakes, or when they're at their worst, you know, when they just take the original idea and just completely try to do the exact same thing. They don't try to change it up. They don't try to add a new seasoning or try a different method of cooking this thing. They're like, just do it exactly the same way, but just make it look a little different. And you just get this garbage. Ugh. And we haven't even watched the fucking trailer for this thing, man. We haven't even watched this trailer. And I'm already so worked up. Oh, let's get into this.
It's time.
Is it?
I'll tell you a story. A
Do you?
story of a cub. Not much
I
bigger
love
than
the
you.
Lion
So
King.
just to be clear, we're not in this story.
There's a lot of stories with all of us. Tell one of those.
Long before they became legends, Mufasa and the prince who would come to be known as Scar became brothers.
Hello, what's your name?
Mufasa.
I told you to wait for me.
Okay, yeah, no, I can
they're
see
not
what that's
actually
dumb.
brothers, right?
That's dumb.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they're
not
supposed to be brothers. Like,
Yeah, but they're not actually brothers. In this.
yeah, not in this. Yeah, I can see why people have a problem with that. That's dumb. Because it was, I mean, I don't know the full original origin from like the books and such, but man, I couldn't. Like, I don't know why they do this. It's like, just follow what you already put out. It's the same thing with Lightyear. Like, you had Star Command, just follow the Star Command formula. That's,
Can't just leave him here.
Rules are rules, Tucker. The king will never accept a stray.
I'm not astray. I'm just lost.
I guess they're trying to make them look more expressive. You saw that smile?
Yeah, let me back it up. Let me see again.
Lost.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a yeah. That's
like-
a
That's a smile.
But
It's-
because it's so hyper realistic, it looks creepy. Though.
That's my thing. It's like, why not just make it like, you're not using humans anyway, so make it stylized if you have to do this. Like, I would, if you really wanted to tell a Mufasa, just make it animated Mufasa. Like, make it animated. It doesn't have to look exactly like the original. You could make it fully CGI, but like, make it an animated regular animated CGI movie with stylization. You know, make it a cartoon. Like, I just hate this trend of hyper realism. I don't know who
We
asked for
do
this.
not associate with outsiders. Tucker is the future king. We must protect
Did you
the
say
bloodline.
Tucker?
But, Dad,
Taka. Okay, I know. I'm about to say.
I saved his life. I have a secret, Mufasa. I always wanted a brother. I always wanted a brother. I always wanted a brother.
You heard that weird singing, right?
I always wanted a brother.
What was it?
No, man. I always wanted a brother.
My brother? That was some shit. Like, what the hell are they? What was that? I always wanted a brother. I always wanted a brother. Oh God, no.
I always wanted a brother. I always wanted a brother. I always wanted a brother.
What do they think
Sometimes I
they're
get a
doing
sin.
with these songs?
It's barely a trace on the wind, and it smells like home.
then it's gone.
You and Taka together, that is home. Now both of you go. Find your place in the circle of life.
The circle is broken. There will be one Lion King.
Oh God, are they really playing into Kimba? It's Kimba. He's getting revenge.
Kimba the lion, yep.
He's like, yeah, you bitches did steal from me. What the hell? Wait, where are we now? Wait a minute.
They're like white lions, so they gotta be from like snowy area, right?
I mean, is that really it? I mean, I'll admit I'm not too caught up on exactly how lions work, but or migrate and all that. But
You know, like how white rabbits, they usually like are in like snowy climates to blend in, basically. Like they're
yeah, I guess so. But I'm like, I don't know. It feels. Why does it feel weird to have this here? I don't know. Maybe I'm just misunderstanding the African.
I mean, I think it's just because probably that like a snowy area has never been once seen in any Lion King property ever.
And I feel like that's for a reason, you know. I mean, they think they're doing something.
We must fight together.
I mean, they're like in a blizzard, like in that one shot.
Yeah, really.
Just to be clear, I never signed up for this.
I'm here
John
to
Oliver
protect
again?
you, my brother. Mufasa! This was a bad idea! We're alive! I did it! I saved us! You were saying?
Nice, dude. I'm so excited. I'm gonna be there opening night.
Nigga. You're part of the problem. Oy. Oy.
Oh my god, I love Mufasa.
Oh god. Ugh. Damn. Goddamn, Lynn is doing the music for this one too. Yep.
So
we're no
so,
more
like,
Elton John.
I wonder if like, are they gonna tackle like how Scar becomes evil in this movie?
I would think so. They have to tackle that, but
Which means that like which means that this movie is probably gonna it's probably gonna end really, really weird. Because it's like, how do you end this movie like on a somber note? Like that's
right.
really like bad. Like, oh yeah, this whole movie like they're together and like, oh, brothers and everything, and then he turns out evil at the end, and then that's how you have to end it, because unless they just don't tackle it.
Right. Like they just say, hey, we could probably do another story like this, and it's like
Mufasa 2.
They better not do no damn Mufasa 2. I'm be fed up. I just see this, and looking at it, the way it plays out, I'm like, you know, if this all was like a fully animated, like regularly animated movie, this probably could be a good idea. It really could. I kind of could see the dynamic work between Mufasa and Scar if you really play up them being buddies and such. Though I still think it's like, just make them actual brothers. I don't know why it's like they can't be brothers. Like, why not? But it's just, you're looking at it and it's like, it just looks so uninteresting. Like, I don't know. They go through this all, like, every location doesn't look that amazing because it's just this typical CGI stuff. It's like basic grays, some browns here and there, which is nice, I guess, but ugh, I don't even know, man.
What's the bird's name?
Zazu. Yeah.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, he's the most colorful thing on the screen, like in this whole trailer.
Right. Oh my god. Ugh. Just running through all these different things. It's just, I just really cannot see why they would make something like this. It's like, was anyone really fiending for a Mufasa movie like that? But I don't know. The box office will tell us. But I feel like it's going to be a very dwindling box office.
Or it could be, you know, a nice little $1 billion revenue.
Oh.
And then really we're gonna get Mufasa too.
Oh my god. Please, I
and on
urge,
a cliffhanger.
I urge people, don't see the shit. Don't watch it. Stay home. Wait for Disney Plus if you have to, if you really need to see it. But don't watch this movie. Don't go to theaters to see it. Just leave it. It comes out the same day as Sonic 3. Go see that. Go see Sonic 3 instead. Okay? That you will I guarantee you will have a much better time. Like I like no way in hell. Oi, Mufasa 3, get out of here. Mufasa 3. Jeez. Like I don't like the first fucking that first remake was just not necessary at all, and then we get this. The songs, they didn't even try to portray the song. That's a funny thing. Like that song with I always wanted a brother. It's like y'all gonna get the rhythm finished up by the time this releases, right? Like where was the rhythm in that?
If they got time to hop in the stew.
They better hop in the stew. Like damn. Oh, what are some people saying? How freaking old is Rafiki? Mufasa? We were brothers once. Scar once. The trailer looks a lot better than the trailer for the first live-action Lion King. Also, like how this isn't another redo, but an original story. I guess so, but
it's not like an original, like it's not a new like IP. This is like a prequel.
Yeah, it's just a prequel at the end of the day. I always wanted to just makes Mufasa fate even sadder and more pain. This person's part of the problem too. It's like don't get sympathy to this.
They'll be their opening night.
They are. Just makes Mufasa's fate even sadder and more painful. Are you kidding me? Oh no. Ugh. How do we look at the Stitch trailer? Oh, there it is. Let's get to this abomination.
Is it?
That ain't it.
No.
Is it only just this short?
I think that's the only, like officially released thing yet so far.
That's dumb. This is.
Huh? Oh my god, yo, why you say that?
What do you call me? Oh my god. Well, like that's the thing that got me. I was like, bruh, how did they fuck up the line? Like he says it's Miga Nalaquista.
One of the greatest things about Lilo and Stitch is how beautiful that movie is and how colorful that movie is.
Mm-hmm.
If this movie drops and it looks like Mufasa, it looks like Mufasa, I'm not gonna be one happy camper.
My thing is, I mean, here's the thing. I would hope they don't film in Hawaii, actually. But they get into just creating recreating sets and shit.
I'd like to see. Ironically, I'd like to see them do it to see how it turns out. Like, so to then look at it and be like, okay, should they have filmed in Africa?
Yeah. That, like, it's such a crazy idea because the original Lilo and Stitch, it's basically perfect. Like, what is there to really do with a live action version? You know, like, are you really gonna get into the harsh reality of what the original did, or are you gonna build on it? Hell, are you gonna show the accident? That's that. You know, I mean, granted, I don't know if they need to do that, but or if they hint at it properly, maybe. Versus like,
I want to know who's playing Bubbles.
If they were ballsy, they would get Ving Rhames back. They could just get Ving Rhames low key.
Yeah.
Like, why not?
I need to see what who they getting to play that big black nigga. That big bald nigga.
If they got, what was his name? The dude from the Color Purple remake played Mister.
That could be
played Albert.
Yeah.
If I can remember his name. That could, yeah, he could pull that off.
That could be interesting.
Like they don't even got to make him bald. Just give him that little fade, you know.
Yeah. Give him a fade. Yeah. Give him 360 wave.
No. I was not gonna look. Imagine like the original, like Bubbles had a wave, and like was while yelling at Nani with Lilo in the car. Like, imagine that scene now with the waves. Is this what she needs? Checks his hair. Oh God, nah.
Brushing at all 26 angles.
Jeez. That'd be too much if they got it like that. They were genuinely trying to get a laugh at that point. They weren't trying to take themselves seriously, but oy. It's just so funny looking at this fucking thing, because it's like in a post Sonic the Hedgehog live action world, this ugly ass dish rag is what you said should be out on display. Like, y'all said this is what he's gonna look like.
It's like it's a weird color for him too, because Stitch is like
he's
way
deep
darker
blue. Like,
yeah.
Stitch is deep blue. Like, he's a deep blue. So it's weird. So it's so odd that they're just like, yeah, let's muting him like this. Like, it's so odd.
Again, big thing that people like to talk about with Lilo and Stitch is how beautiful the movie looks.
Mm-hmm.
And then this nigga Stitch gonna look like Mufasa.
Oy, it's just so bad, man. Like, I really can't. I know they got Chris Sanders back to voice Stitch, but it's like he needs to direct it. I met him at a Light Expo one time. He's a cool guy. But you know, you gotta pay the bills at the end of the day. I just want to give a bit of a channel update about where I'm taking the channel in the future, going forward. I've been trying to do video essays and writing them and editing them and everything, but as I've been trying to make them, I've started to come into the conclusion I think it's not working out the best the way I've been going at it. And like, my way has always been, something comes out, I watch it, and then I either give a first impression about it or I find a thesis about it and write something on it. But with the way things have been lately in animation, or in news, even in events, I can't really keep up with using the video essay format, because by the time the video's out, the topic that the video's on becomes passé, and the video doesn't get passed around, doesn't even get shown to subscribers. I've been thinking so much about how I've been missing out on a lot of major events, even in animation, be it the regular industry scene or the indie scene even. I wanted to be able to talk about things once they happen, or more in recent memory versus seeing it and then waiting like weeks and possibly a month or months or so before actually getting a video out on it. So moving forward, I'm choosing to now do more live streaming. I want to be able to talk about subjects a lot faster, and I think live streaming is the best route to take. Does that mean video essays entirely are done? Not necessarily, but I will say they might take a lot longer before they come out, and that's if I can build a proper thesis on a subject matter. So right now they will come out if and when I can think of something and when I can make it. But for now, I want to do more live streaming because I think it allows me to be more engaged with you guys, with my subscribers, and I think it's going to be easier for me to be able to talk about things. I'm going to be uploading like clips from the streams and putting them on on the main channel. So when I'm talking about a subject, it can be more in the mindset, because I understand a lot of people watch this channel for, my thoughts on certain subjects. It's a mix of wanting to see my particular thoughts and a particular subject. So I think with live streaming and clipping them, I can get to these subjects a lot faster. This is just a move that I think will allow for more content and more to be pushed out, and you guys to be able to get more of my thoughts right away versus waiting so long before everything becomes so passe. I can be more in the now about things. So I'm hoping you all are okay with this transition, and I'm happy to fill any questions you might have, any concerns if you have any. Hopefully there are none, but yeah, it's just something I think would be a much better experience for the channel in order to keep things alive and to keep things fresh versus just taking too much time to write an essay that chances are doesn't do well because YouTube didn't want to push it out. So yeah, so just happy to fill any questions you might be having about the subject.